Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And today I have a haul from the Goodwill. Somebody, I forget your name, you were asking how do I find all the clothes that I do. And the thing is that I go to my thrift stores around me, and believe it or not, I find 99% of them there. I do buy a few little things here and there on sale from the stores, but on the whole, everything comes to me from my thrift stores. So today I was there, and there's a reason why the monkeys are out here, okay? Number one, these two need to be dressed. They're in their woolies, and it's in the middle of summer, and we're up past 90 degrees today. So, not by much, but we're in that 90 zone, and it's humid. But anyways, here is another little dress that I just found today. Now, it doesn't have the little panties, like a little panty dress, but it's in the Sailor Nautical line, and it is made by, oh, let's see here. It is made by ICZ, and it is, I don't know who made it. The Philippines? No. Well, it is made by somebody. And it is 3 to 6 months. So this will go on somebody next year. Made in the Philippines. Yeah, I did say that right. Okay, so this is made in the Philippines. Very cute little dress. Paid $2 for it from the Goodwill. Okay, this is the next little dress. This is an 18-month dress. It's very Eastery. Got the little Easter bunny on it and the little bunnies over here. I mean, very spring-minded. That's what you could go with it too. Very well could be used in the spring. Beautiful little dress, and it's made by JoJo Fashions. Now that was big here in Canada. I don't know if JoJo Fashions was big in the States. Maybe tell me if it was. It is made in the Philippines as well. Maybe you had them over in the States. I remember dressing my children in JoJo Fashions big time. We used to be able to buy the JoJo Fashions at, believe it or not, we had a store down the street, and it was called Big V. And I would go in there, and it was a pharmacy, and they had a children's section with clothing, just one rack, that went a round rack, and you could go in there, and they would put sales on their clothing every so often, and that's when I would hit that rack and go in there, and last year's stuff would be put on my kids the next year, and I would buy big enough for them, and hopefully they didn't grow past it, especially my daughter, but she was a slow grower. She was a tiny little thing, so, and she still is today. She's not built like her mama. She's only like a size 0, 1, 2, something like that. So she's very tiny, and but I could fit her for a long time in clothing until she hit a spurt. And but you know, the boys I would dress out of there well, and I could get this type of style out of there. And I didn't have this dress. I wish I did, but this is a real nice, and probably this dress goes back to her time in the 90s. But very cute little dress, getting to be on the vintage side. Not quite vintage, but getting there. What is vintage? What, 20, 30 years? She's almost at 30 years. She's 29, so there we go. So now underneath this dress, there's something else I want to show everybody. It's a new introductory to my monkey family. And I was shocked when I was at the Goodwill today, because I went up to go pay for what I had, and lo and behold, what was sitting there down in a little cupboard beside some other yucky stuffed animals, not like this one, okay? They were newer, but this little gal, it's a girl, was on the older side. Now she's going to need some restoration. I'm going to call this a winter project that I would love to work on. And I'm going to go out this summer, and I'm going to buy what I need for her, and I'm going to just store it away with her, and I'm going to put her in a little box, and I'm going to bring her out this winter, and I'm going to restore her. So here she is, and she's looking for a name as well. It's a little girl, everybody. Ta-da! And there she is. A new edition, and I only paid $5 for her. There she is. So we're going to take her clothes off. I don't know what she looks like underneath. She could have a tag. She may not have a tag. Her vinyl is a bit sticky, so I know how to work with that and get that under control. She just needs a good cleaning right now. But we're going to take off her jammies, and we're going to take a look, and we're going to rebuild her back again, because I think she's in a lot of trouble here. But what a great project to work on. I think she'd be a wonderful winter project, besides working on composition dolls, to kind of get away from composition for a while. This would be a fun, not that the compositions aren't fun, but this is a different fun. We'll put it that way. we're working with cloth and sewing and vinyl and sewing the vinyl on, and oh, it's going to be a challenge, but I'm ready for it. So let's take her. Now it looks like somebody put another piece of cloth over her and tried to save her a bit. She's got a big sock on this foot. Okay, so it looks like she has something else on her because underneath is another material. Yeah, this has been sewn onto her. So I don't know if she even has a tag on her at all. So we're going to have to get my stitch ripper out. We'll have that as a surprise when I go to work on her. So she's been all re-sewn up. You can see she's been all sewn and probably restuffed and everything else. What I'm going to do for her is that it looks like she has a lot of hair loss. So we're going to take this all off. All this is going to come off of her, around her head. We're going to take a pattern of her body, take this material here. We're going to all unstitch this here, re-sew this back up, put it like re-sew the head, and we're going to put it back onto the vinyl again. And we're going to reattach her here. It's going to be quite the challenge. She has like cardboard in her feet. So we'll duplicate what we've seen here. This is how you make your patterns, everything off of the old one. And we'll bring her back up to life again. But Mary Lou is going to love her like you wouldn't believe. This is going to be Mary Lou's little sister. There we go. Isn't that just wonderful? Mary Lou, there you go. So anyways, let's move to the next step. These little gaffers need to be redressed. So we're going to take off her. This is Henrietta. And Henrietta has got little psychedelic little striped skirt set on here. We're going to take, she's buttoned up on the side. There we go. Take that off of her. Take off her skirt. She's even going to get a new onesie. Take off those socks. It's too hot for socks. Too hot. Let's get this off because I bought some new onesies for them. I was out at Walmart and I couldn't believe that they had Preemie there. I've never seen the Preemie there before. And lo and behold, there were some new Preemie onesies there. So she is going to get this onesie right here. And this is a Preemie. It says right there, Preemie. Even though this Preemie looks kind of big. But anyways, let's pull this off. There we go. And we'll put this on her. Nice new onesie. Looking pretty. Pretty in pink. And after this, John and I are going to have some lunch. I had to go to work today, and I'm not working, but I had to go to work today and get work on something with my paycheck, and so I had to go do that. And I thought, well, you know what? When you're down that close to the Goodwill, the law is that you must stop. Otherwise, I don't go there too often. I go to the one down at the end of my street. So, oh my goodness, she looks so cute. A little bit big in the booty, but that's okay. We can tuck that. Tuck that in. And for a Preemie, you can just see how tiny these guys are. There's still a lot of room in these. All right. So they fit in real doll clothes. That's what they're into. And we'll take this off of him. Take his hat off. These were nice little outfits on them. They fit just perfect on them. This came in a bundle of, got a box of doll clothes, and these were in there, and that was perfect, just perfect for them. And we'll put on his new, this is Einstein. And Einstein has that hair just like how Einstein has, all sticking out, not going anywhere special, just going wherever it wants. There we go. Now these are called reborn monkeys, which means they came as a kit with no paint on them. For those that don't know, I'm telling this to. And then an artist would take them and paint them, and then put the body on them and stuff them and everything else. So there's a certain amount of skill you have to have with this, because you have to bake it, the paint and everything else. And you got to know a little bit about your reborn paints and everything. They're different than near paints that you would paint with an old composition doll. You just they're actual called Genesis heat set paints. Now I know today some of them are going with an air dry paint, which is what I want to look at for dolls that are fading and see about, because you can seal those up. I wanted to see about them. I haven't quite looked into that, but I was thinking about getting the air dry paints and just experiment with that. That's something I am toying with. And see if for dolls from the, like I have a kitten from the 1960s that has faded. Oh, he's got the kitty cats on and they say hi. Kinda girly, Einstein, but you're wearing it regardless, flowers or not. You're putting the kitty cats on you. There we go. Einstein and Henrietta, hand in hand. Hold each other's hands. There we go. Don't they look cute?
Just marvelous.
I know. So anyways, there's my new clan, our new addition to the clan of the monkey family. I hope you like this little ragtag one. We can get her looking good again. Need a girly name for this one. I've been collecting your names up that you gave me for the other one I got from the auction. And a lot of great names. So we need a little girly name now that I'll collect. And what I'm going to do is pull a name out of the hat type of thing. And we'll go with that name. So the one for the one out in the shop, we'll be doing that coming up. We got to put a name on that one. And we're going to have to do the same for this one. So bring in your names. Something like, you know, I call this one Mary Lou. Come up with something. I don't know what. I was calling her Clarabelle on the way home, but don't stick to that. If you see something else in her, let me see it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I hope you have a great day. Stay cool.
And thank you.
Oh, one other thing. And I hope all my American subscribers, you had a great July the 4th. And that you ate a lot of food, good food. And had a lot of fun with your friends and family. If you were by yourself, that you did what you like to do.
And thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.